Good morning, evening, afternoon, in between time, whenever you're watching this time. Good, happy day. Welcome to another episode of Daily Devotionals with John. Today, we are talking about fasting. That's right. That doesn't mean going really, really fast in a circle. That means something completely different. So we're going to go right to the scripture. The scripture says, and this comes from Matthew chapter 6, verse 17 and 18 from the New Living Translation. And these are Jesus' words. He says, "When you fast, comb your hair and wash your face. Then no one will notice that you are fasting, except your Father who knows what you do in private. And your Father who sees everything will reward you." Now, first of all, let's talk about what fasting is. Fasting really is just abstaining from things that you would regularly enjoy in order to give more attention to your relationship with God or your spiritual concerns of your heart. It's one of the most frequently talked about spiritual exercises that's in Scripture, and it's practiced in a variety of situations. It's even practiced by a variety of religions. Fasting's often been described as praying with your body. So praying with your body is fasting. Now, it could be giving up something. It could be going without food or water, or it could be adding something in a way. You can fast in that way. Anything that brings you closer to God could be considered fasting. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the scripture more in depth here. So I'm going to go back to the scripture. And right here in the first line of the scripture, it says, "When you fast, comb your hair and wash your face." Well, I don't have any problems with that first part, combing my hair. And I probably got twice as much face as most of y'all watching this. But that's not the point here. The point of this is to act as normal as possible. Don't go tell a bunch of people that you're fasting. What he's trying to say here is just act normal. Go about your day just as you normally would, with the additional fasting involved. And the reason why Jesus says this was because in the Old Testament Jews, they used to put charcoal on their faces, and they would walk around with this grim look on their faces, and when they would fast, and that was so everyone would know that they were fasting. But the problem with this was hypocrites, or those who were not holy at all and they were really bad people, they would do the same thing and act as if they were pious and that they were holy and they were doing good things, but they really weren't. As soon as the fasting part was over for them, they just did it to make themselves look like they were following the rules when really they weren't. So Jesus put another spin on this and said, no, we're not going to do that anymore, guys. Forget that old law stuff. You're doing this is between you and God. Nobody else in the world matters. None of these, it doesn't matter what the other people think about you. All that matters is your relationship between you and God. And it says, then no one will notice that you are fasting except your Father, who knows what you do in private. He knows everything. And your Father who sees everything will reward you. And that's true. God promises that when you fast, you will be rewarded. Fasting feeds your soul. It is a significant way to develop spiritual power and a more immediate sense of God's presence when you do it. So I have a question for you today, and that is, have you ever considered fasting? Have you ever considered it? I have. I've done it. And me and my wife, sometimes our family, we decide on our own as individuals what we're going to do when we fast. I don't push that off on my kids. I don't push that on my wife. And we all decide on our own when we're going to fast and how we're going to do it. And it's specifically, we do that because it is between us and God as individuals for that relationship. So I challenge you to make it a goal of yourself to try to fast, And once you do, you're gonna see a big difference. Be prepared for a profound experience of coming closer to God. Blessings. I hope this has blessed you in some way. If it has, please share it hit the like button, subscribe button, and click the little jingle bell so you can get notified the next time I upload a video. And I will see you next time.